Alright, B by 40 back here with another Zombie Rush video. I had mentioned in my first one I did earlier today that I was going to do a couple more. Now I'm just going to jump right into this. With this new tracking that they introduced to Zombie Rush, it comes along with some glitches. I mean, it's a pretty good tracking. It reminds me a lot of Michael Zombies, MMC Zombies, some of the other zombie games where the zombies basically track you down no matter where you are. They go around walls, they go upstairs, around corners. You can't normally trap them anymore with this new AI. You know, this is kind of along the lines of the update that they did Easter 2021, which was really, really bad. But this has been vastly improved, but still has some glitches that I found. So this video is just going to show you some of these glitches, and one of the main glitch that I found is that if you can use these railings, handrails and stuff to your advantage. It's something to do, I guess, with the level that you're at. You're at a different level than the floor is, and it kind of just throws off the tracking a little bit. The tracking doesn't know how to handle it because you're not standing on a railing. You're not standing on a upper platform or an upper deck. There's no stairway to get up there for the zombies. So it kind of confuses them a little bit. And I'm going to show you on this video all the different, well, maybe not all the maps, but a lot of different maps. I'm going to show you this one here. This is Space Knox. I'm going to go to Leandre, Space Station, Spaceship, and the Cave are the ones that I'm going to show in this video and show you different places where you can stand. And a lot of it has to do with your position on the railing. Now, if I were to get further away from that ramp, the zombies would actually go up higher on the ramp, and they wouldn't jump off in a safe way that they are right now. So they're all just jumping off that ramp. I don't have to worry about them at all. I just mainly watch my back and watch the zombies coming up along the outer walkway. And when I get them cleared out, then I just start shooting the ones on the ramp. So, like I say, if I move closer to the ramp, I'm not sure what would happen. But now I'm going to go to a different map. Same kind of thing. This is going to be the cave. And you'll notice when I get in position, it takes me a little while to find the best position and then the right angle to help me see the zombies the best and shoot them the easiest. So this is when I first came into this map. You know, this is what you used to do on the old zombie tracking, and it doesn't work up here anymore. The zombies will find you from all different directions. They come up after you. So I remember there was a railing upstairs inside of this map, so I'm just going to head right up there to the upper deck, top of the roof, and go right for the railing and see what kind of effect this railing has on the zombies. This one's not as tall as the other. It's not as high. And again, it all depends on where you stand. You can see the zombies are still, they're jumping up and coming up the railings. I'm too close to the edge. So eventually what I end up doing is just getting dead in the middle. Right there. You're going to get right in the middle. And you see the zombies are confused. They're not coming up the ramp because they don't see me as standing on a deck. They see me. They really can't see me. They have an idea where I am, but the railings just throw them off. They're not sure how to find me or where I am, and they don't know what to do to get to me. So it's just another case. I mean, there's not much of a railing in this map. Not a whole lot to work with. But if you had several players all standing on this railing back here where I am, shooting all these zombies, you can maybe be able to go for a long time. So I'm just shifting around, and I eventually ended up, I like this position here. I'm kind of dead in the middle, close to the middle, and I can see as much as I can of the zombies coming up. And I could actually tilt myself back at an angle so I'm looking more at my face, you know. Might work better. But it's hard to do when you're shooting your gun. I think you can't actually rotate down any more than I am right now. Just the way the game's set up. And if I was standing, you know, viewing from behind, I can rotate all the way down to my eye level. But when you rotate to where you're facing yourself, looking at yourself, you can't rotate down. It's just something that you can't do in the game. So now, this is another good one here. This is Leandri. And like the first one, Space Knox, this one works even better. So I'm heading straight for, this is actually where I discovered this railing issue. This map here. And I thought this map, there is no good place to make a stand with all these zombies. Look at them all coming after me. By the time I got here, I'm just overwhelmed. So I figured if I stayed up here, I'd be able to make a stand up here and just shoot the zombies coming at me in a straight line. And yeah, sure, that's all well and good, but I'm only one person, and there's a lot of zombies, and by the time you get to higher waves, I'll just get overwhelmed. So I thought, I got to do something better. This just isn't quite going to work, just standing here. This isn't going to do it. So I started considering my options. I was sitting there thinking, what else could I do? Where could I stand that might slow the zombies down? Switching to my staff, which is stronger, may help, because since this is kind of a short distance, it'll have more of an impact. But even the staff would be enough it just would not be enough to keep up with the demand of all these zombies coming after me. I mean, they're all just coming right up here. So I started to think, I remember in that Easter update of 2021, you stood on top of things that really threw the zombies off. I mean, a lot. This one, not quite so much. It does throw them off. You see, I'm kind of almost in a hiding position here, and they're kind of, some of them are jumping up on the railing to try to find me. They're not sure where I am, but most of them are coming around the corner to get me. So eventually I said, I just need to jump up on this railing and see what happens. Because, they see they're just getting too much. They're overwhelming. So I jumped up on this end over here, and what's funny is all the zombies jumped up on the railing. You can see them. They're all just going right up on the railing. And they're walking it like a tightrope. They just, it's like they know exactly where to go. So again, when you're on a railing, positioning is important. You got to find that right position where you get the maximum benefit of the glitch. So I'm going to walk my way. I think actually the zombie ends up knocking me forward. See, he just knocked me forward. Now watch. Now the zombies are jumping off. Just that little bit of a movement, going from the corner, just a couple of steps in, away from the corner, and it threw all the zombies off. Now they're all just all jumping off the edge. So all you got to do is watch the spawns, take care of any spawns first, give them priority, and then go back to shooting the zombies that are just jumping off. It's just like forming a train, just over and over. So now I cut a little bit out here, but I jumped all the way to the middle, and you see how soon they're jumping now? How they're even getting close to me now. So this seems to be the optimal position here. So even though this new tracking is vastly improved from the old Easter 2021 tracking, it still has its issues. It still has some problems that players can take advantage of. Now, next ones I'm going to show. I'm going to show you the space station and the spaceship. I'm going to do the spaceship first. You see, look, they just you can stand here all day. Well, actually, got a limit about 20 minutes, and you'll get timed out. But the zombies they're never going to touch me. Now, there's a limit to how many zombies will spawn at once, and that was all of them out there at once. So you won't get another zombie spawning until you kill one. So if you need to go, I mean, I could have gone AFK there and gone to the bathroom and got a drink or whatever, and I come back and they would have been, running the same loop. And I wouldn't have, nothing would have changed. I would have been perfectly safe. So here's the spaceship. There's not so much of an issue here in the spaceship. It does throw them off. And I remember this from the old Easter update. It was much worse than what you're seeing now, but basically the same problem, same response. The zombies are just, for some reason, being up on the railing again just confuses them. They can't quite figure out where I am. But the ones spawning over to the left, you can see they're coming right at me. They get a better line of sight of where I am. It's the height difference, I guess. I don't know. Being so much higher on this, the zombies coming on this side, I'm much higher than them, than the ones that come on the other side. They just hop up on my level. I don't know what it is, but obviously there's a glitch here in this map too. And if you get knocked off or you fall off your perch, just get back on there as quick as you can to get the zombies, to throw them off, get them off your back. So I just got to finish cleaning up, get the ones that are coming after me, and then I can find the right position again and just shoot them. You got to keep watching for the other spawns. There's a spawn on this platform. There it is right there, you see. And you get the guys on the other side that are hopping up. So now I'm going to shift over to the space station. I don't know why they call it Space Station 2. They really haven't changed a whole lot to it. They haven't removed a wall or two, moved a couple of boxes around, I think, or something, but they really haven't done a whole lot to this map. So I'm just going to head straight for the railings. I kind of have an idea of what's going to happen and where I need to be. So I just need to get over there as quick as I can before the zombies start coming. And find that optimal position, find the right spot to stand to where the zombies will get confused and won't be able to find me. So, and it turns out to be about midway on this railing. First I go back too far and it doesn't work way back here. You see the zombies all just walking the railing again, coming around like they did on Leandri. So I have to run closer to them. So I realized that from what I learned on Leandri, that I need to get closer to the zombies to get them jumping off the edge. And there they go. I found the right spot. So now they're all just jumping off the edge. They're just forming a train, just a loop. They'll just keep looping like that over and over and over. And all I got to do now is just, keep an eye on the spawns, concentrate on those as, a priority. And then once the spawns are taken care of, then just go back to shooting the zombies in the train. Now, this was the second time I come into the space station. The first time I was just looking for a place to make a stand. I wasn't looking for a glitch like this. And actually, probably the best place you could do that is at where we spawn as players, where we spawn in. And another player comes in. I'll show you. If you stand, basically in the corner, or even on the railing over there, the zombies come up the stairs and through that doorway pretty much in a straight line. But primarily all you get is just the small zombies. The brutes get stuck underneath, and I'll show you that. Just like the old style tracking that we had, how the zombies used to pile up underneath at the bottom of the railing. All the brutes do that for some reason. The regular zombies don't. The regular zombies find their way up the stairwell, and they come at you from the upstairs. And I'll show you. I'm going to spin around a little bit and show you the zombies that are building up underneath the other player here. You see all the brutes? It's nothing but brutes down underneath. No small zombies down underneath. All the small zombies are going up the stairs and into that door. But the brutes are getting stuck underneath, which is very odd. I can't explain that at all. Unless they're so big, the size has something to do with finding the way through that doorway. Because the doorway, a lot of times the brutes get stuck in that doorway. They can find their way up the stairs, but once they get to the top, a lot of them will get stuck in that doorway. So maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. So that was it pretty much. I wanted to show these little glitches and help out your other players, fellow Zombie Rush players. Survive a little longer in the game, have a little more fun. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Tell your friends, share it, and subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate it. Catch me in the next one. Thanks. Bye.